Well, I'm finally back, viewers. My life the last 2.5 months, I should say, has been full on. So that's why you haven't seen me, but we've got stuff in plan. This video today is just to let you know what I've been up to, what Greg's been up to because he's been away, and what we've got planned coming up. First of all, probably middle of August last August, I ended up in hospital for 3 or 4 days. Got out of hospital, recovered, and then I was off to Europe. I spent a month in Europe, Italy, Greece, Germany, travelling around. Came back 1st of October, back into hospital again to finish off what they started. Then I had a recovery period. Then my daughter had a baby, and we're with her. She's a beautiful little boy now. And that's about, I don't know, 10 or 11, 12 grandchildren. So I'm pretty busy in that respect. Trying to get together with Jimmy with my work, playing catch up at work. We had a date set, Jimmy, didn't we? And what happened? You forgot. Yeah. So here we are today. Now, we're back at last. What I want to do, we've got Greg here. Greg's probably going to come in and tell you what happened at the Nationals. That was a great event out there. And also the videos that I've got planned coming up. I want to do a video on cam timing, synchronizing. Also one on tiller on compounds. That might raise a few eyebrows or get people talking. It's a bit controversial with compounds, the tiller. I'll explain what it is and what effects it actually has on the bow if it's not correct. There's a few guys on YouTube that have done stories on it. NU Sensei did one that was very good. It explained exactly what it is, but a lot of them miss the point of what the effect on shooting the bow. What I want to do as well, I want to do probably a series of videos with the complete technique. I've discovered over time that there's a lot of new archers watch the channels. There's a lot of guys that, even the experienced ones, they might sort of miss a certain part of the technique that sort of slips away. I'm going to break it down to every single stage, probably do 2 or 3 videos on the stages of the technique, and then I want to do another one on training tips, training tricks to not so much trick your brain but condition your brain to different environmental things or different aspects of the technique. Greg, like I said, Greg's been away, that's why you haven't seen him, and I've just explained why I haven't been around. I'm going to get Greg to do a briefing on what happened at the Nationals. I had 2 archers, obviously Greg won and another lady in our club. She did very, very well. She ended up with 2 silvers and a bronze. She had a shoulder issue halfway through one of the shoots that she pushed through and ended up with a bronze for it. Her national ranking is now #1, which probably about July I think that came out, and I'm pretty sure Greg's going to be pretty close to that very soon as well. He's on the phone at the moment, so hopefully I can get his attention. One more thing I got on this video, I've got a challenge coming up. I'm going to get this challenge out there and we'll get your feedback and see what you think of the idea. Jimmy's looking at me very puzzled now. He doesn't know what the hell's going on, which is a good thing, and it involves Jimmy. Do you want to tell him, Greg, or do you want me to tell him?
Well, I'm just going to... Are we rolling?
We're rolling. Let's do it. I got the mic.
Oh, okay. This is how I went. Firstly... This is how I went. Can they see me there, or am I?
You're too
surely
tall.
I'm out. Surely I'm out of the thing if he's still in there. Is he still in there, or is he gone out the bottom? Everybody's in.
Everybody's in.
Okay. So I got on the first day. It was extremely windy, and I thought, oh, this score isn't a winning score. There's no way. But I don't look at the scores. I don't want to know. I don't want to know anything, because people, I'm not kidding. They're looking. The scores on the phones are going in, like you can look at halfway through an end and see where you are.
They're beating themselves straight away.
No, I'm not interested in that. So I don't even look. And then someone just comes up and says, congratulations, and I know at the end. I thought, God, how did I win that? So, but it was very windy. And I think I won the state titles on the long course, Masters, the same way. It was really windy at Penrith, and I thought, I got Politis, he eats people alive, and there's no way, and my score was terrible, but I win again because of this. I'm very brave in the wind.
You are.
This
very
wind,
impressive.
I'm brave. Yeah. I should have been a sailor. Gone off with Captain Cook. All right then. So then the next day was field. So what I thought was, oh look, I've got a gold medal at the Nationals. You know, that's all the coach wanted. That's all he wanted.
Beautiful.
Get him a gold. and I thought, it doesn't matter what happens. And I went in the field and I couldn't miss. Just bang, bang, bang. I got 391, but I shot the wrong target. A peanut at 20 metre bugs away, a peanut in the wrong target. So that would have been another 6.
With a miss.
Yeah, so I got 391 with the miss, which means I get my 390 badge, which is an honour.
I'm disappointed
So
you're
I
not
get
wearing your
400.
medals. I thought you'd wear your medals today.
I didn't think this would be the day.
Okay.
I'll show you my medals next time we come. All right. So I got the second highest score in the field. Danny Oosterhuizen got 407, I think, and I got 391. So I would have got the silver in the Open. So I am up there to get medals in the Open, right? So then the next day was Clout. I didn't do that. I went on a picturesque journey through Perth. Unbelievable. You should see it. It's like Perth is it's mansions everywhere, and every road is 4 lanes wide. You know what I mean? It's a huge place. And so I went and did that for a day. That was lucky because it was like 38 degrees, and the Clout people were shooting into what we call the tick pit. They were just ticks. They were pulling like ticks off, like, you know, you'd brush off flies. They were all over them. And then the next day was the national match play. Well, what do you reckon happened there? So I thought, there's no one going to win. I've got all these guys who've just come back from Mexico shooting, you know what I mean, from the Australian team, and the Victorians were very strong, Hasty and Sinclair. And a girl, Sherry Gale, she was knocking all the guys out.
How good she?
She knocked a lot of guys out.
Impressive, yeah.
And so I thought, you know, and I thought, oh well, I was number 15. And what happens is when you beat 7, if I'm 15 and I beat 7, he has to give me 7. I take his 7 ticket and he takes 15 back to the sheds.
You're out of there.
Off you go. So I ended up shooting and getting 2. Some guy beat 2, ranked 2 in the shoot, and I got that. So I go into the finals with 2, so I'm the highest seeded guy. And I think it was Dani Oosterhuizen's 2, right? So lo and behold, I'm in the top 4. So I've beaten 4 people. I'm in the top 4, and I've got to shoot against Alan Pound. Alan Pound is an excellent shooter. Last time I saw him shoot national match play, he just shot 10-10-10, 10-10-10. 10-10-10, 10-10-10, and he got right to the end and he got 10-10-9. He shot 149. So I thought, Alan Pound, I'm going to be eaten alive here. He beat me by 1 point. I shot 9-9-9 at the end. If I'd have shot 9-9-10, I could have got it in a shoot-off with him, or 10-10-9, I would have got through. So he got to the final. I got to 3rd place against Sherry Gale. Yep. What can I do? If I beat her, I'm a mongrel. If I lose, I've lost to a woman. It's a no-win situation. It's a no-win situation. And JJ, the recurver from New South Wales, comes up to me and says, "Who's your Asian?" "Who's your Asian?" I said, "What?" He says, "You're Asian. Have you got an Asian?" "No, Asian." He said, "No, agent. Agent. Have you got your agent?" I didn't know, in the final, you've got to have someone to go and get your arrows and bring them back. You don't move. It's that match play where you've got 20 seconds. No one told me. I get up there to start shooting. Well, you've got 20 seconds. There's hooters going off everywhere. Darnie's behind me, got shoot. You got to shoot now. So it wasn't explained to me at all. So I get up there, and the finals were changed. They were, you know how they do it at the world titles. You've got 20 seconds. The hooter goes off. She shoots, bang, the hooter goes off. So I'm shooting against Sherry Gale, and it was very windy again, but I just kept it together. I think I shot a 6. The wind just blew it like that when I shot, but I was ahead enough to seal that victory.
I'd like to meet her. She's very
Thank
good.
Sherry.
Very good.
Thank you, Sherry, for your consideration. And so I got 3rd in the national match play. We should shoot national match play here. It was a lot of fun. I don't know why we don't do that. You know what I mean? Have one-on-ones. And you don't have to get knocked out. You just go and shoot everyone shoots against another person. Just keep doing it.
Well, years and years ago here, we used to shoot match plays, and you could heckle when they were shooting. That was great fun.
That's a bit tough. All right. So I got 3rd. I thought, oh, that's fantastic. So the next day, now all the pressure's back on. All the pressure's back on, because now I've got gold, 3rd in the match play. I've got to get gold. I can't break the thing. So it was a bit less windy, but this time it was like the flags are that way, then the flags are that way. The flags are that way, then the flags are that way. And then I think I'm going to have that little, I was doing that a bit. So unfortunately, by 3 points, I came second, which means when I got back, I shot every day. I didn't have any rest. I just shot. I've shot every day since I've got back.
How dare
because I
you
got
get
a second.
silver and not gold?
No, it's not good enough.
Not good enough.
So, one of the big things was, just before I left, I got this sim arm. It's patent pending. The sim arm. You see that there? Is it focusing? Because I have such a big hand that it's nowhere near me. You see, it's too far. It was here. So I've got this sim arm, and now I've got it like that, and I just pull backward, and it sets off. Before I was having to set it off by pushing this way, and the arrow was going that way, and I think it was flicking a bit, and I was punching. So now I set it off by pulling back like that, and it's much better. So I was still developing that, and even when I came back here yesterday, I found out something I was doing wrong. I was pulling too much around and not straight back, so we've fixed that.
Yep.
And now they're just dead straight. So all these little things have to happen, because next year we're not accepting anything but gold, are we?
Absolutely not.
No.
Great job though, excellent.
So this weekend we've got the club championships, and I hear that Jimi Ellis is going to be there.
No way.
If he can
Serious?
get out of bed. And that'll be exciting. And also we will be having a QRE at 50 metres, so that's exciting as well.
Excellent.
So this is probably Malcolm Turnbull.
Be the results of the vote.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that's 10 o'clock, isn't it?
Yeah, and they've got no one looking to the counting. It's like America. Well, you will count them, off you go. You know what Stalin said? Hang on a second. You know what Stalin said? He said, the people who make the decisions are not the ones who cast votes, it's the one who counts the votes.
That's correct.
You see? Excuse me.
The result's always going to be yes. Rightio, this is the last part of this video, and this is the challenge. I'm going to get Jimmy to come around here on camera, because it's about Jimmy. Now the beauty of this for Jimmy is if he doesn't like it, he can just edit it out. Isn't that right?
I can.
Right, Jimmy. Now you got a new bow coming, PSC, right? It pains me to watch you. You've got a lot of ability. What I want to put to you, and this is the challenge that I want you guys to think about and comment on. The first thing you're going to do when you get your new bow, you're going to give it to me. I'm going to set it up and tune it, right? The next thing you're going to do, we're going to get a cardboard box, put all your release aids in it, and you're going to pick one. And I'm taking them home, right? Same with arrows, set of arrows. I'm taking all of them. Then the last part of the challenge is let me coach you one-on-one for 3 months, and I'll guarantee you'll be a better archer, more consistent than you've ever been. And if I don't succeed, I'll take up recurve.
All right, I'll take that one. I'll do that one.
So that's an answer, is it?
Yeah, there we go.
Wow, I was expecting him to and ah and edit it and think about it.
I can give that a go. I'm always
all right.
open to options.
So keep in tune for that one, because we're gonna do we'll do one-on-one coaching without the camera. It can be a distraction at times, but we're going to keep you up to date with how he's going. And obviously when you see him shooting, you'll see the results, and I promise you he's going to be a better archer, because he's got a lot of ability, and it drives me crazy watching him not achieving his best.
Thanks, Gary.
That's the plan.
Thank you. All right, guys. So if you like this video, like to see Gary and Greg back, make sure you hit that like button for us, hit the subscribe button, hit all the buttons.
Look out.
And I just got Mark Sim on the phone. That's the
Simulator.
professor. You'll know him from his hooter shooter. He's making up my clout arrows, because we're going to start doing clout. There's no point letting anyone win anything now anymore, is there? So
No, you've got to have a lot.
We're going into clout now as well, so I'm
Full
just getting arrows made from the institute, from Professor Sim.
That's it.